This is 7 News, the voice of the Central West.
Tonight, a flood insurance inquiry slams the sector's claims process. A man charged with making a false report to police after the Bathurst 1000.
I'm Daniel Gibson. Later on this news hour, shooting terror before a getaway car ignites, and the moment that a drone tracked down the leader of Hamas before his death.
7 News begins now.
Good evening. A national flood insurance inquiry has slammed the sector for ripping off traumatised Central West victims. Local stories have been absolutely pivotal in the push for nationwide change, as the government now has the task of delivering that reform. Police have charged a man who claimed to be assaulted on Sunday night during his team's Bathurst 1000 celebrations. Our reporter Lauren Evans joins us now with the details. And Lauren, this is actually a huge breakthrough.
Nick, the 20-year-old man has been charged with assault and making a false report to police. It's also alleged the Airbus Motorsport staff member assaulted a woman known to him on the night he was hospitalised. Paramedics were called to the incident on William Street before taking the man and a woman to Bathurst Hospital. They were later discharged and travelled interstate. But after police reviewed CCTV footage of the man seen to be hitting himself, they confirmed his accusations didn't match up. Now, the man will appear in Bathurst local court on the 11th of December. Nick?
OK, Lauren, thanks for the update. Justice for Bridget Porter is now in the hands of the Attorney-General following a powerful debate in the state parliament. Tabling the petition, the member for Orange left no stone unturned in his fight for the 10-year-old girl. A record of more than $135 million has been handed back to motorists who use one of the state's major toll roads. Behind the cashback is a small regional team who have slashed turnaround times for claims from weeks to just hours. Nearly 20 areas along our highways will be upgraded to make way for large-scale wind turbines. The state government today released a map of 19 pinch points from the Port of Newcastle to the Central West Renewable Energy Zone. It includes many on the Golden Highway and Castlereagh Highway.
Obviously repairing it up to a standard that can take those heavier pieces of equipment. You know, these are roads that were never designed to take, 80, 90, 100 metre blades and turbines, so they will have a significant impact.
The Australian and New South Wales governments will now spend over $128 million to upgrade the 320-kilometre stretch of road. The annual Inner Wheel Australia Conference has been brought to Bathurst this week. In its 56th year, the three-day event is all about bringing like-minded women together, with more than 280 delegates taking part in a range of community-driven initiatives, which has been pretty exciting for both the group's national and international presidents.
At the gala night, we give away research grants for cord blood research, which is our national project, and it's very important to all the members and members of the public.
I'm really impressed and happy. They're doing fantastic work.
The conference will run until Saturday in Bathurst. And despite the wet weather, organisers of this year's Trundle ABBA Festival say the show must go on. The town's looking at welcoming an additional 3,000 people for tomorrow's big day. For Trundle's 10th year of ABBA Fest celebrations, the theme is 50 years of Waterloo. There'll be plenty to do and see.
The stage is set, the service providers are bumping in, the bands are about to start sound checks, so we're really excited.
There are still tickets left, so you haven't missed your chance to be the dancing queen. The Orange Wine Festival has sadly been forced to cancel its first night of celebrations, with the much-loved night market called off tonight due to that wet weather. But there's still plenty to do between now and November 3, with more than 40 events planned. They'll be shared across Orange's wineries and eateries. More information on the festival can be found online. Speaking of the wet weather, Kirstie joins us now. And Kirstie, as we've heard, it's been pretty wet out there.
Yeah, it certainly has for some of us this afternoon. Nick, hello to you and good evening, everyone. A thunderstorm outbreak is continuing across New South Wales and it's being driven by a low pressure system and a cold front. Severe storms have developed today with a warning issued earlier this afternoon for the slopes and plains and then moving into parts of the tablelands with damaging winds, the biggest risk. Forbes recording almost 50 km/h northwesterly wind gusts this afternoon and similar conditions in Orange for much of the day. We have had rainfall too. First, heavy bursts of rain recorded at about 3 o'clock this morning in Cowra with 7 millimetres by 9 a.m. But those main storms arrived just before 4 o'clock, first moving in a bit of a diagonal line through Ningen towards Trundle and then towards Cowra. This system very fast moving though. Tomorrow clearing skies and sunshine headed our way for Sunday. These hot temperatures creating a muggy day, that likely to change this weekend too. I'll have the forecast a little after sport, Nick.
Kirstie, we can't wait. We'll see you really soon. Thank you. Well, stay with us here at Channel 7 because up next, Cowra's Green Thumbs open up their gardens to the public. And an Australian first fossil discovered right here in the Central West.
Orange cricket star Phoebe Litchfield has lost the chance to taste World Cup success this year after Australia suffered a shock loss in the women's T20 semi-finals. The Aussies struggled with the bat and finished their innings on 5 for 134. Litchfield contributed an unbeaten 16. South Africa were dominant in response, dismantling the Australia attack. South Africa won by 8 wickets with 16 balls remaining. Experience and mateship have been ever present at the New South Wales Over 60s Cricket Championships. 2 titles were on the line in Dubbo as well as state team selection. Orange Sims Cricket Club is embracing a more international flavour. A new 3rd grade team has come from the town's Sri Lankan community and they're keen to show off their talents. Don't go away because next up on 7 News, Kirstie will be back with all your local weather details.
Good evening, everyone. Well, following a period of stormy weather, much more settled conditions are forecast for the upcoming weekend. The unsettled weather is moving east and offshore, and it will be replaced by a high-pressure system which will deliver sunny skies, cool winds and mild daytime temperatures. Another frontal system could arrive towards the end of next week, around about Thursday, which may drop temperatures by a few degrees. Our rainfall map still taking into account wet weather we have had already in the last 24 hours, but we will see this chance of rain dropping quite significantly to no more than about 5 to 10 millimetres over the coming week. Today's storm certainly moving east, but a warning has been in place today right across parts of the Central West slopes and plains and moving into parts of the central tablelands, covering damaging winds, large hail and heavy rain. We still could see some of that weather into this evening. Around the region tomorrow, a partly cloudy day. Temperatures about 2 to 3 degrees cooler than today, sitting in the low to mid 20s, but with very cool winds blowing. Those winds could become quite strong as well, tending southwesterly at around 30 kilometres an hour. The wind chill likely to have quite a bite, so we're likely to feel cooler than these maximums. Some morning showers still possible, mainly in the east. We could see about 5 millimetres of rain through Bathurst and Orange, remaining cloudy through Forbes with 23 degrees and 22 in Young. But blue skies and warmer temperatures are headed our way on Sunday for a very settled spring day. Plenty of sunshine about. Coonabarabran 27 degrees, Ningen a top of 29. Those maximums jumping to about 3 degrees above the average for this time of year. Again, some cooler southwesterly winds could create a wind chill and those winds will remain strong up to 30 kilometres an hour. In Forbes 26 degrees and Lithgow a top of 21. Into Monday, that sun going nowhere, blue skies and a lovely settled day. Winds also becoming milder too, tending southeasterly. Gilgandra reaching a top of 26 degrees, Dubbo much of the same with a very high UV rating. In the east, a top of 18 in Lithgow and 21 degrees in Orange. On to the next 7 days. Well, it is quite hard to imagine it's sunny, blue skies and warm temperatures after today's wild storms, but the sunshine will stick around well into next week, up to the low to mid 20s as we head into Wednesday, the 30s in the west. We are likely to see quite a big drop coming with that new frontal system late next week. Other than a few scattered showers around tomorrow, though, a beautiful Sunday on the way and kicking off the new working week with plenty of blue skies.
Kicking it off in style with plenty of sunshine.
Yes, it'll be quite nice. We're looking forward to it, I think.
We absolutely are. Kirstie, thank you. Well, that is your local news for tonight. I'm Nick Hose. Thanks for your company. Up next, Dan's got your latest national and international news. Have a lovely and safe weekend, and we'll see you on Monday at 6 o'clock for more news.